Hello Gundam fans, MobileSuit0302 here with a review on the 1-144 high-grade Sandrock Gundam from the Gundam Seed series. This guy is a little bit of an older kit, and I'm going to post a date of how old right here, so be on the lookout for that. Just give you guys kind of a frame of reference to when this guy came out. But all in all, he looks pretty good, I gotta say. One thing to note, the plastic does feel of a lesser quality, and it kind of sounds and just the way it moves is kind of lesser quality just because it is an older kit. You can really see it in this the reds for the vents and his little crest on his head there, but you know what, he's all in all great kit. I'm glad I picked him up. So, getting into the colors, he's got Gundam White. He's got this kind of dark, it looks almost green or like a weird blue, but this really nice color for the feet and the a little bit in the chest there. He's got the gray for the fins and the sort of wings on his shoulder pads. This really nice, it almost looks like the Ptolemaeus, like a blue or a purple. For his side skirts, a little bit of his chest and shoulder pads and his head, and he's got a yellow V-fin there, and of course the red on the vents and the crest. Going for stickers, this die does have quite a bit, and I'm going to be honest with you, I enjoyed putting them on here, especially these in the wings. I foresee problems with them in the future, but it's nothing a little paint can't fix because it's, they're such little stickers. But I enjoyed putting them on there because they kind of crease over this part here, and they fold rather nicely onto the Gundam, actually. The stickers on the front skirts here were a little bit of a different story. They weren't as fun. They were kind of hard to get on. But anyways, he's got a sticker here for the forehead jewel on the V-fin, which likes to come out. Eye sticker, and then he's got a sticker for his goatee. I mentioned the front skirts, and he also has this black ring around his wrist. Those are stickers, and they are rather big ones, and they may be unwieldy, but I find that they're the same quality as the ones on the shoulder pads. They're kind of fun to do. But anyways, let's get into articulation. The head will go down about that far. It'll come up about that far. The V-fin, of course, will pop out on me. Like I said, this V-fin loves to come out because it's such a little tab and it's on a crease, or it's on a seam line, and it just loves to pop out. But anyways, it can rotate 360. Ugh, V-fin. Stay off for a minute. Rotate 360. And that's all the movement that you're going to get out of the head, which is pretty okay for an older kit. But anyways, oh, get back on there. Oh my gosh. I will get this V-fin to stay, I promise. Alright, there we go. The shoulders and arms will rotate 360. There's a little flap here on the side skirts in one of those feather-looking pieces, so you can get the arm to go out about that far. You can rotate 360 at the elbow. One joint in the elbow, which gives you a 90-degree angle there. And the wrist will wiggle and rotate 360, or the hand. The side skirts can go up and down. The front skirts are molded together, but you can separate them, and they'll go forwards and back about that much. And the back skirt doesn't move at all. But there's a ball joint cap on the chest here. One joint, so you can go get it to lean forward and back a little bit. It will rotate side to side a little bit, but these side skirts kind of hinder it from moving. The legs can kick out about that far forwards because of these front skirts here. They can come about that far back, so it's not really a lot of posability in the legs as far as the upper joints go, but you do get, whoops, if I can get it, 2 joints in the knee, which gives it a pretty good range of moment there, but the upper joint is really hard to get going. It's really hard, and sometimes it has been known to fall out. The legs go out about that far, and the feet will go forwards and back, wiggle a little bit, and rotate a little tiny bit. That's as far as articulation goes on this guy, so it's not a lot, but then again, it is an older kit. Now to get on to some of the accessories, you get the 2 open fisted hands here to hold some weapons. You also get a completely open palm and a closed fist and they're all these are on the same tree that the polycap joints for this guy are, so they will give a little bit, and I'm pretty sure that you can stick them in the microwave for a couple seconds or something and kind of get them to pose any way you want for this open hand here, but it's something that I'm not really going to use. Of course, you're going to get his backpack, and that goes on rather nicely. The thrusters on it will all wiggle a little bit, but I think that has to do more with the design of the plastic than an actual gimmick that this kit has, because they do flop out rather easily. But anyways, let's connect this guy. So the articulation in this one, they can go up to a little bit of a 90 degree angle, come back down, and individually these guys will go another 90 degrees. So you can, have some pretty fun poses with this guy. So let's plug you in. That V-fin is coming off again. All right. Now, the main reason for the backpack, we're just going to set that V-fin to the side. The main reason for the backpack is so that it can hold his weapons. They're a lot better than I was expecting, actually. They've got a little handle here that you can detach, and you've got a couple of ways to do this. You can either have it going down, pointing towards the tip of the blade, so that you can store it in the backpack, and I'll show that off in a minute. But you can also flip it up like this one, so that it's pointing away, so that you can hold it. And you also get another one that has a white hand attached to it, so that you can plug the hand into where the polycap ones would go. But really, it's not something that I am quite interested in using, just because why bother, But they'll clip into here rather nicely. So what you gotta do is push it in there and then slide it down, and it will hold. Really nice. And then, of course, he can come over here, have his wing blade in his hand, and it does fit in there quite snugly. So you can get a couple poses out of this guy like that. Now, of course, you're going to get his shield here, and if you look, they've got room for 2 handles, or they've got the 2 handles in here, and you can plug both of them, if I can disconnect this piece, there we go. But you can plug both of them in like like that. And so they'll go forward on his wrist. You can also, I believe, flip it around so that it goes backwards on the wrist, or on the shield part here. And that's a pretty cool little twist there. But anyways, let's put this guy back on. It is a little bit hard switching these handles and just getting them in and on, because it's in kind of a groove there, and I foresee those breaking if not getting really weak. But it just pegs in there, and you can have it on either arm there, so that he'll hold it. And he's can get some pretty okay poses. You know, he's not super articulate, but for the time that he's in, I think that's pretty darn good. Yep, pretty darn good. He does come, well, let's put his V-fin back on, just so that we can complete the Gundam look, since I'm not moving him around much anymore. Oh, you piece of crap. Stay. There we go. He does come with another chest that has this part of the torso leaned forward, and then the arms are coming forward so that he can do his kind of, on the picture of the box he's got so that both of these come forward, and he's kind of facing down with them to slice. So you can pull off that pose if you so choose by attaching this waist joint that he has. For some comparisons, this is from, I think in the beginning of the review I said he was from the Gundam Seed series. He's not from Gundam Seed. He's from Gundam Wing. This is from the Gundam Wing. And I forgot to mention, he has this big sticker for the shield, which is honestly the best sticker on this kit. It goes on there really nice, and it looks just beautiful. But to compare this guy, let's bring in the 1 to 144 advanced or no grade Forbidden Gundam. If you guys remember the review on this one, he doesn't really move a lot. So you know, he's from Gundam Seed, and they look pretty good together. Nice green and kind of off green color there, and the off blue or off purple color. I think they look pretty nice together. So, but that's all for this guy. Don't forget to subscribe and enlist in the Mobile Suit Army, and I'll see you guys at the next review.